Division II Randall University. As Joe mentioned, the Aggies should have a very healthy size advantage here tonight. The Aggies will have the first possession. They're in the whites, and UT Permian Basin from Odessa. They are in the road blacks. Mike Peak from the corner. The Aggies do have Johnny McCants and Nate Pryor in uniform today, but those two guys likely will not play unless they're needed if the game is tight. Donnie Tillman is still out with injury, and Jabari Rice in street clothes. He's going to get a rest again for the second straight game. Here's Max Warren, undersized forward for UTPB. And stepping out of bounds is Kendall Fry for the Falcons. Great opportunity for them, Joe. This is their only Division I opponent this year.
That's a good opportunity for them to see what they can do, see where they're at as a team. And at the same thing as the Aggies are going to work on some stuff, UT Permian Basin is going to come in here and work on some stuff too.
Once again, the Falcons are 8-3, and they have won 4 in a row. And 2 of their losses have come by a single point. The Aggies should win the rebound margin by a large amount here today with their size advantage as Teddy Allen misfires from 3. And here comes UT Permian Basin. They have a really good point guard. DeJuan Jones almost averages a double-double. He catches here. Averages 9 helpers a game. Here's Miles Daniels, great three-point shooter. Good box out by Peak. And Teddy Allen will push for the Aggies in the white. Slipping is McNair, has a big size advantage on Warren. Warren only 6'6", Will 6'10". Allen will lob it for McNair, and it's tapped away by Max Warren, tracked down by Daniels for UTPB. The pull in transition, no good, snatched by Teddy Allen.
Not a great start for the Aggies right now. They need to come out, do what they need to do, get the ball in the paint, and work inside out.
One of the issues might be, too, this is a combination that the Aggies are starting for the second straight game, but it's not a combination that is used to playing together this year. Allen on the baseline, a hop step, throws it to Mario McKinney, who backs it out to the arc. Allen has to hurry with 2 on the timer, dumps it off to Will McNair, good pass, and Will finishes with 1 on the shot clock.
Should see a lot of that tonight. Drive, dump offs to Will, lobs to Will. He should have a good night tonight.
Teddy Allen almost had a triple-double on Saturday. Had 7 rebounds, 8 helpers, 19 points. He was doing it all against Northern New Mexico. Daniels dumps it off to Lemmy Howard. He'll work on McNair. Fall-away jumper is an air ball. Another rebound for Teddy Allen. That's his 3rd here in the first 3 minutes. Mario McKinney with it. Here's Allen on the wing. Peak is open. He has struggled with his shot this year after shooting 46% last season from 3. Avery not shy, and he rims in the triple. And Joe, he's coming off a career-high 17 Saturday. He used those additional minutes and played well.
I think he got into a rhythm. He came out, shot that shot with confidence. He's definitely in a rhythm right now.
Avery only averages 4 points a game. 3 is short for Kendall Fry. Long rebound, tracked down by McNair, who puts it on the deck. Knifing down the key is Allen, and he is bumped by it in for Allen. Quick release, and he drains the triple. That's a good sign because Teddy Allen, in his previous 4 games, is only 2 for 22 on trays. Still trying to find his shot right now, Joe.
Yeah, and that's the only way you're going to find it is if you just shoot. He's got to get shots up. He's got to get shots up in the game, and he's got to get shots up in rhythm. That one looked good. I'd like to see him shoot a little bit more, too.
DeJuan Jones is blocked by Peak, who came out of nowhere. The previous 3 for Allen, he shot that with a lot of confidence. The Aggies have made 3 in a row from the field. McNair spinning on Howard, dumps it out for Avery. Chichi works his way to the rim. Strong move program, and this was a late addition to the schedule. This was not on the original schedule this year, but the Aggies lost a game against Fullerton right before the season started. Fullerton decided not to play the game, so the Aggies had to add one, and they add this one against UTPB. Only 5 to shoot for Teddy Allen. Backing down Craddock, fall away jumper no good, but he's going to shoot 2. There's that creativity that you talk about so often, Joe, with Teddy Allen.
He gets to his spot and he gets his feet right and he gets his move right. He had a little step back right there, and it's hard to guard that, and that's why you see the guy late contest and ends up fouling him.
When you watch Teddy Allen play, you can tell he's played a lot of ball. He just has this big toolkit of moves, and he's crafty, knows how to score, knows how to play.
He's a hooper. That's what I would call him. He's just a hooper. He goes out there. Doesn't really matter what they're running on offense or defense, but he's going to go out there and hoop every night.
We talked about this before. People compared him early to Zach Lofton, and he is a totally different player. But where the two guys are similar, and you played with Zach, Joe, where the two guys are similar, when you need a bucket, a guy like Lofton and a guy like Allen can go get you one.
Exactly, and that's why Coach Jans brought him over here, to get buckets. I mean, they call him Teddy Buckets, right? That's what he's going to do, is get buckets. They're going to give him the ball when the clock's down, and he's going to either create something for himself or create something for somebody else. And Zach Lofton was actually really good at doing that.
Allen averaging 17.5 points per game, which is first on the Aggies. He had 41 in a game when he was at Avery, the helper from Teddy Allen. Just those hops that Teddy Allen has and brings to the table. Burst ahead for Allen, steps through.
They're going to come out. They're going to have to play defense. That's what's going to get them on the court. These guys that are getting more minutes right now, they have to go on the other end, sit down, get stops, rebound, and then push the ball the other way, and that's what's going to get them on the court when conference comes and those other guys come back.
I think that's what Chris Jans is really looking for tonight from number 5 in Y, Clayton Henry, who just checked in. Henry played 24 big minutes on Saturday. He needed every single minute as he works his way back into game shape. And Teddy Allen is called for a foul about 92 feet away from the hoop.
That's a tough one. You just, 2 hands is an automatic foul. Just got to keep those hands up and let the trap come. They're running a little 1-2-2 right now. They're going to trap out of it, get a guy to cover the middle. Permian Basin handles it well.
Quintez Grimes into the front court, and DeJuan Jones will reset. He's almost averaging a double-double, 14 points, 9 assists per game for Jones, and he throws it away. Stolen on the wing by McKinney. He'll attack on Jones. He lost it, and it rolls out of bounds. Last touch by UTPB. Falcons struggling early on offense. They're coming off 2 unbelievable scoring games against Division II Randall University. They scored 112 points on Friday, 126 on Saturday. Different competition here tonight, of course, for them. Aylock slipping, he catches off the deflection, defended by Howard. Inside, outside, a 3 for McKinney. That's a good look. Offensive rebound, and Henry can't stick it in. He was wide open as he looks up towards the 10.
And that's just Clayton still not in a great rhythm right now. He's in the right spot, gets the offensive rebound. Just got to make that layup.
Henry fighting for more minutes as conference play looms here in about a week or so. Allen spinning outside for Peak. He slings it for Henry. Rhythm 3 swirls off. Henry collects the tap, trying to lob it out for McKinney, and it was stolen. Read all the way by Jones, ahead for Grimes, and he's blocked by McKinney. He was trying to flush it. Mario showing off his hops.
We talked about that last game, his athleticism. He had, what, 12 rebounds last game?
Here comes Jones. Peak is right behind Howard, and he forced Howard into a traveling violation. Mario McKinney plays a whole lot bigger than 6'1", Joe.
Yeah, and he hustles. He really gets up off the floor, off one leg, off 2 legs. I think he got hit in the face right there. He's going to come out, but he is athletic.
Vershawn Cotton comes in for the Aggies, so does LeVar Williams. So the Aggies going with Cotton, Henry, Williams, Peak, and Aylock. UT Permian Basin still hasn't scored in this game. It is 14-0. Cotton had some good minutes on Saturday against Northern New Mexico. He scored 11 in that game in only 12 minutes of action.
He's another guy that's not shy to shoot the three.
Here is Vershawn Cotton, right arm cue. He bricks it, and it's tracked down by Grimes. Vershawn made the most of his minutes, especially late 2 days ago. Jones will sling it for Craddock. Pull-up jumper, good. And the Falcons finally score. They are without their top scorer today, Jordan Horn, who is one of those 6 players on the roster with Division I experience. He is not on the trip, so they're without Horn, and that's a big loss for UTPB. Horn almost averages 19 a game. Craddock fell, picked up by Williams. If the Aggies hurry, they could have numbers here. Aylock has 5 inches on Warren. Good cut by LeVar Williams, his first 2-point field goal try all year. That is his 30th field goal attempt, and the previous 29 had been from distance. That's a good cut, though, for LeVar Williams.
Yeah, and that's what you want to do. You want to give it to Aylock on the block there. He doesn't have to move right away, and guys have to move and cut. The defense turns their heads, and you get wide open layups like that. Just happened to miss that one. His first two of the year.
Yeah.
He was too close to the basket.
He's been a 3-point specialist so far this year for sure. A tight defense here for Vershawn Cotton. Jones a kick. 3 is good. Miles Daniels can really shoot it. That is his 43rd made 3. He's 46% for the year.
We'll see if Permian Basin gets into a little rhythm right now. Point guard getting 2 feet in the paint.
Ball reversal to Chi-Chi Avery. Left-handed finger roll. That length and that athleticism, you cannot teach that.
You can't, and when they're going to double the post like that, swing a couple times, you're going to have open drives every time.
7 for Allen, 7 for Avery now. Under 12 left here in half 1. Max Warren, a bank shot. He's an undersized post player for the collegiate level, 6'6", 240 listed.
Undersized,
the Falcons are starting to find their groove a little bit.
Undersized, but that was a strong move.
Backdoor feed goes to Henry. Not out there because of how well you're doing offensively. You're out there because you're guarding well and you're rebounding well.
It's simple. It's simple for Jans. Basketball is an easy game. If you rebound and defend, then you got a great chance to win the game. And Teddy's been doing a great job of that these last few games.
And that is why we feel Clayton Henry could work his way into the rotation come WAC play in a little over a week. That's over and back on DeJuan Jones. Because that's what Clayton Henry does. He rebounds and he defends. When he's healthy, that is what he does. He doesn't score a ton, but all you need to do is rebound and defend, and you'll get 15 to 20 minutes playing for Chris Jans.
Exactly. I know. I played for Chris Jans, and that's the exact way I got on the floor.
Yeah.
Is if I was going to talk on defense and play hard.
And you didn't turn the ball over.
And not turn the ball over, exactly, which is why it's so important for these guards right now. Cotton, Williams, it's all important for them to play hard so they can get those extra minutes. And that's not a bad foul. That's not a bad foul. As long as you're playing hard, moving your feet, that happens.
Aggressive putback try by Zavon Godwin, just couldn't stick it in. Avery a little loose with it. Handoff goes to Henry. Henry, Cotton, Williams, Aylock, and Avery right now for the Aggies. Another rhythm 3 swirls off for Henry. He's been close twice. He's had a pair swirl out.
That's a good shot. It's the right shot, in rhythm. He's shooting it with confidence. That one just didn't go down.
Avery almost caught Jones off guard. The Falcons shoot a lot of threes. They're 39% for the year. They average 10 made threes per game. Good pass by Jones, and Warren couldn't catch it. Throws it off the leg of Henry. Avery on the spin, gets the defender in the air, +1. Chi-Chi approaching double figures. He now has 9.
And I like that play. You get the rebound, push it in transition. Avery gets it on the block, uses his size, great patience on the pump fake, and then go finish a layup.
Second straight start today for Chi-Chi Avery out of Richmond, Virginia. Former Central Florida commit. Transfer from Northwest Florida State Junior College. Full name is Marcellus Avery. He goes by Chi-Chi. This is the free throw, and the Aggie lead stays at 12.
The Aggies are staying in this 1-2-2 and trapping out of it full court. And they're trying different things. They're trying new defenses. You never know when whenever you're gonna have to run these against any team.
Skip out goes to Craddock, long two, good. Keon Craddock, one of those 7 transfers from Division II Arkansas Monticello. Came over with the new head coach, Kyle Tolan. Backdoor pass to McNair, good presence, knowing the defender was right there. Avery stays patient, swings it out. LeVar Williams makes the 3.
Another inside-out 3. Just the percentages go up when you shoot better shots.
10th made 3 this year for Williams, who was 0 for 6 on 3 Saturday. Daniels answers. He can really stroke it. 2 for 4 now for the game. 44 made 3s this year for Daniels in 12 games. That 3 ball keeping the Falcons in the game right now. McNair looking for a post touch, had a good crease. Ball movement. They swing it around for Vershawn Cotton. He splashes in the 3. Extra pass after extra pass, Joe.
It looks good. It really looks good. I'd like Will to go up there and finish that. I think he's got a real good advantage. Just make a quick move and finish that, but the ball movement was great. 2 extra swings. That's another high percentage shot.
Open look for Craddock, and he buries it. That is made 3, number 6 for UTPB.
Jones is doing a real good job finding open guys. Aggies are collapsing, and he's finding the open guy every time.
You can see early on why he averages almost 10 helpers a game. That's a high number. He also has a 4-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio. There's the first made 2 all season for LeVar Williams. He's had a pair of good cuts without the ball so far.
And that's what he creates. He's known as a 3-point shooter, so guys are going to stay out on him, and he's going to have those cuts all the time if he continues to shoot the 3.
Henry defends Daniels. Here's DeJuan Jones. Couple of assists already for him. Defended by Vershawn Cotton. Skips it near corner. 3 for Daniels. Another one. 3 made 3s for Miles Daniels, the senior. One of a number of guys with Division I experience. Daniels was at Division I Jackson State. That's where he started his college career. And Chi-Chi Avery now has 11. The first player on either side in double figures.
That's a really good pass by Will. He's a great passer out of the post. Back to the basket. He's telling guys to cut, and they cut. Easy assist.
That's 2 assists now for the big man, Will McNair, and he almost blocked that shot, but Jones, the teardrop high off the glass. Falcons are matching the Aggies bucket for bucket right now. Backdoor pass to Avery, uses it. This is a big confidence boosting week for Chi-Chi Avery after playing well Saturday and now playing well so far tonight.
Yeah, you can see it carry over. He had a great game against Northern New Mexico, and he brings that over here to Permian Basin, and hopefully it continues all the way through conference, and he'll get some extra minutes.
Daniels triggers again, his 4th made 3, showing why he's been at this level before. That's a pretty looking shot too for Miles Daniels. Falcons now 5 for 9 from deep. Keeping this at a 3-possession game right now. Teddy Allen is back in. He got off to a good start in the first 5 or 6 minutes. Back out for McKinney. Allen contested 3, rims it in. Teddy is now 2 for 3 from deep.
another guy that's still trying to find his rhythm and looking better and better as the game goes on.
Named the WAC Player of the Week earlier today. Lemmy Howard over McNair, and it pinballs through. Not a whole lot Will could do right there. That's a difficult shot that Howard was able to make. High scoring first half, under 5 left, 35-25 the score. Heat check for Teddy, off the back rim. McNair was fighting for it. It's corralled by Daniels. Brandon Burrell running the point here in the black jersey for the Falcons. Burrell gets it back from Fry. And Williams is all over Miles Daniels. That is last touch by LeVar Williams, but that is great denial, not letting Daniels catch it.
Great denial and great recognition. Daniels has been shooting the ball. You got to follow him off that screen and make it difficult for him. Can't let him catch it clean.
This could be a good thing right here. The Aggies trying to defend a really good shooter who's knocked down 4 threes. How do they defend it? McKinney gets up on Daniels and then bumps him inside the perimeter. They're going to see shooters like Daniels, of course, once conference play hits. And you can work on execution defensively when you're defending a good player like Daniels in this game.
Yeah, that's another thing they're going to work on it. Like I said, he's been shooting the ball great. Great pump fake by him and goes by him and gets a foul. Aggies staying in there man-to-man, but Permian Basin, they've been shooting the ball good.
Daniels on the catch, checked by McKinney. Long hedge by McNair, step back 3. Too heavy for Daniel.
He can get some work done with that 10 days.
He made the most of his opportunity a couple years ago with LA, and we'll see if he can do it this time around as well. They have a lot of games coming up, as you mentioned, so he should get some chances to get some playing time coming up here shortly.
Yeah, they go to Phoenix tomorrow, and they play the Suns, so, you know, opportunities are there. I'm excited to watch him.
That game tomorrow night is on TNT, so a spotlight game between the Lakers and the Suns, and we'll see if Jamario Jones gets in and plays some quality minutes for the Lakers. Juwan Jones misses from 3, and McNair cleans it up defensive. LeVar Williams, maybe a little bit ill-advised right there. A foul is called on the rebound try. It's on UT Permian Basin. So now the Aggies have 3 alums in the NBA. Pascal Siakam with Toronto. Trev Queen was recently signed by the Rockets, and Jamario Jones with the Lakers. You were saying earlier, there can't be many, if any, mid-major programs that can say we have 3 pro Aggies right now in the NBA.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see some stats on that. I don't know. We have a guy that can. I'll look it up, but that's a great accomplishment for this program, and it just shows the caliber of players that come through this program.
Trev Queen made his season debut the other day with the Rockets. Got some playing time late. And Pascal Siakam just doing what Pascal Siakam does. A big role for the Raptors. 10 to shoot for the Falcons. 3 minutes left here in half 1. Aggie lead is only 10. DeJuan Jones finds Howard. Elbow jumper a little bit out of his range. Pushing is McKinney. Skips it across court. A step in 3 for Peak is good, but he steps out of bounds on the sideline in front of the Falcons bench.
A great rebound and push by McKinney. I think that's the hardest thing to guard in basketball is when you get the rebound and then you push it because it messes up all the matchups. He made the right pass there. Mike Peak got them size 15s on the sideline over there.
We saw a lot of Northern New Mexico players do that the other day. Peak jumps on it looking for a timeout. Did he get it? Looks like he did it midcourt.
From Las Cruces, and I was thinking about it. Guys from other places were thinking about it. Just got to get one more 40 minutes together, and then you can relax for a little bit before conference.
Lob for Mario McKinney, and he missed a chance. Excellent play out of the timeout by Chris Jans, and they almost executed it. DeJuan Jones hits the long 2. It's an 8-point ball game. Chris Jans is visibly frustrated there on the Aggie bench. Pretty good start. Has not been a clean finish to the half, though. There's Uat Alok. He misses point-blank range and can't tip it in.
And again, you're going to see Coach Chan's upset about those. Those are bunnies. They got to put those layups in.
This will not be a happy locker room at halftime. Aylock blocks Warren. Avery will push. She has a team-high 14. Aylock going to work on Warren. Outside for Avery. Three is blocked, picked up by DeJuan Jones. Cherry picking Miles Daniels. And it's a two-possession game. Chris Jans is not going to call a timeout here. He's going to watch his guys play through this in the final 125 of the half.
And that's the thing that these guys got to figure out on the court. You can't always get bailed out by the coach and get a timeout. You got to figure it out on the fly and execute and get a good shot right here.
He throws it away, stolen by DeJuan Jones, the point guard. He doesn't shoot many threes. Daniels shoots a ton, and he rims in the triple. Fifth made three for Miles Daniels. One possession ball game.
I got to give credit to Permian Basin right here. They're getting turnovers, like I said, and they're shooting the ball great right now.
The Aggies scoreless drought is almost 5 minutes. The Aggies led this game 14-0. And now UT Permian Basin has gone on a 9-0 scoring run, and the Aggies can't find a bucket right now offensively.
Got to get something going towards the rim. Got to get it inside. I like Teddy taking it to the basket right there. He's just, I talked to him in the locker room after the Northern game, and I didn't realize how big of a guy he is. He's huge. I don't even know if he's 6'6". I don't know if that's lying.
You think he's bigger than 6'6"?
He's bigger than 6'6".
212 pounds as well. Chris Jans has said the entire year he's in the best shape of his playing career as well. Really worked hard to get in good shape for the season. DeJuan Jones is quick. Floater no good. If McKinney hurries, he has a shot here. McKinney will attack. 2 seconds. Aylock open three. Good. That'll help. To their record, this is an exhibition game for the Falcons. They will start with the ball in the road black jerseys. And a foul is called on Teddy Allen away from the ball here in the first couple seconds of the half. He was trying to fight through a screen, I believe, and Allen is whistled for his first personal. The Aggies do have Johnny McCants and Nate Pryor in uniform today, but both guys are only going to be used if they absolutely have to play. Chris Jans would like to rest them for another game. Jabari Rice, he's resting again for the second straight game. He's in street clothes, and Donnie Tillman is still out with injury. Donnie Tillman has now missed 5 straight games, and the Aggies cannot wait to get him back. Daniels had to go off his foot. Under 10 to shoot for DeJuan Jones, the point guard. Good hedge by McNair, and he kicks it away.
Will doing a good job moving his feet right there. They had to switch last minute, and he's really sliding and looking good. I'm telling you, Will does something new every single game.
Lost a lot of weight during the offseason. He looks great. He's in really good shape right now. Not a good pass by Jones. He threw it behind Howard. It was there. He just couldn't time it well. Allen a kick out. Step in three for Mario McKinney is short.
That's the right shot. And again, that's when Teddy's at his best, is when he's attacking the basket and then making the right decision.
Falcons cut the Aggie lead to 3 right before halftime, before the Aggies finished with 5 in a row, including a U at Aylock 3 at the buzzer. Ball is in the hands of Jones often. Kick out goes to Jones, only his 26th attempted 3 this year. He's made 5 of them, so he doesn't shoot many, not very efficient. That's not his game. The Aggies are okay with Jones shooting from 3.
Yeah, and that's a good possession defensively. I know Coach Jans let him know at halftime that, hey, man, we have to get stops. And Aggies have come out and look good right now.
Falcons also without one of their top players, leading scorer Jordan Horn not on the trip. So they're playing well without him. Allen is held by Kendall Fry. And the Aggies will inbound on the baseline.
Another good move by Teddy, good aggressive move towards the basket. And like I said, with that big body, big frame, it's tough to guard that.
He knows how to use his body. He's 6'6", 212, but he knows how to use it. He catches the kick out from McNair, steps around the defender, swirls off the floater. 2 free throws, though, coming up for Teddy Allen.
Again, sliding, I like the little kind of Euro step to avoid that charge. And he can get to the basket anytime he wants. It's if he decides he wants to. And I think that's what Coach Jans wants him to do, is go to the basket, and then everything from there will fall into place.
And he's connected on all 5 of his free throw tries. When you shoot 91% from the stripe, probably a good thing when you're attacking towards the 10. Big time scorer from Phoenix by way of Nebraska, former Nebraska High School Gatorade Player of the Year. Leads the Aggies in scoring and rebounding. Transfer from the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Let's see if the Aggies can find some separation. They had it early, and then the Falcons just kept on chipping away at the deficit. Jones has to scoop it up. Gets it back from Kendall Fry. Maneuvers around the high hedge. Great feed. Open 3 for Fry. What a pass by DeJuan Jones, who once again averages 9 helpers a game.
I like DeJuan Jones. He's real patient, real steady, and he's real good in the pick and roll. He's making the decision every time.
He has the most Division I experience of any Falcon. He played 3 years at Sam Houston. Played a lot. Sam Houston, a new school in the WAC, formerly in the Southland. Aylock throws it away. And now Avery steals it. Avery, up and under move, and he will shoot 2. The look on Chris Chance's face after Aylock made that pass was priceless.
Yeah, the little big to big right there. Will wasn't looking, then Permian Basin turns it over. I thought Avery might go up and try and dunk that one.
I was waiting for that, Joe. And he might have had a shot, too, because the defense was caught off guard. Avery coming off a career-high 17 Saturday. He has 15 today. Keon Craddock comes in for Kendall Fry for UTPB. Another one for Chichi. Makes both. Aggies going with McKinney, Allen, Avery, Aylock, and McNair. Both teams have played well offensively. Howard dumps it off. Daniels, good look from 3, too strong. Avery there on the backside for rebound number 4. Stolen away by Daniels. Trailing him as McNair, and he missed the layup, and a foul was called on Will. Well, he was trying to stay away from Daniels and not use the body. But he's 6'10", 277, and he bumped into him just enough.
I think that's the right call. I think that's the right call. He bumped into him, affected his shot. But it's tough. It's to have Aylock on the block and then Will on the outside trying to do maybe something he's not great at. Just got to make a better decision. Be stronger with the ball.
You never like turnovers, but with the way the Aggies have been turning the ball over, Chris Chance is really, really going to be upset at every single turnover here tonight. The Aggies committed 26 against Loyola Marymount, still won the game. Then committed 16 against Washington State, a lot in half one. And that's why they dug themselves into that huge hole in half one in Pullman last Wednesday.
Yeah, and the thing about turnovers is you have no chance at even getting any sort of points offensively. I'd rather you throw it up behind your head from half court because at least there's a slight chance it might go in. With a turnover, no chance.
Way too many careless turnovers tonight. McKinney steals it. Avery's leaking out. Mario finds him. Chichi can't lay it in. Late foul called. Avery will shoot 2 more.
And that's another bunny that I think Chichi's got to go up there and finish it. There'll be a nice section in film of missed layups. I know that one.
Not trying to make excuses, but this is always a tough game right before the holiday break, no matter who you're playing. The focus kind of comes and goes in a game like this.
You hear about a D2 school coming in after an NAIA school, so everyone starts to look ahead and what they're going to eat for Christmas and what they're going to eat when they go home and who they're going to see. Just 40 minutes, that's it. 40 minutes of focus, and then we can get to the holidays.
The Aggies are going to be off until December 30th when they start conference play. Conference play begins earlier than usual with the additional 2 conference games this year. So December 30th at Seattle. Daniels misses wide right, and then a hip check from Quintez Grimes. Avery's fouled with 16:07 left here in half 2. We're back with you on January 1st when the Aggies welcome in Chicago State on New Year's Day for the WAC home opener. Tonight's game, the final home game in 2021 for Aggie men's basketball. A-Lock goes off, and Mike Peak comes in for him.
I like this lineup a little bit better. Get Will on the block. You see him on the outside here, but he'll get down there, set the screen and roll good. But I don't like seeing Will on the outside like that.
Yeah, it's a pretty big lineup right here. Attacking McKinney, shuffle handoff, Peak finishes. Good find by Mario McKinney Jr.
And he's starting to play with a little pep in his step as well. Different from what we saw against Highlands and against UNM.
He hasn't scored yet, but that's okay. He has 4 helpers and a couple of rebounds. And as long as he defends on this end, Chris Jans will be happy. McNair snatches, dives on the floor to get it, and then it's pulled away by Howard. Vinny Hook falls through for Lemmy Howard, the senior from Mississippi, one of 7 transfers from Arkansas Monticello. Came over with head coach Kyle Tolan. And McNair answers with his jump hook on the other end. Craddock, pull-up jumper way short. 3 white jerseys there. It's Avery who collects. Avery fakes the handoff and stuffs it two-handed.
Just a tremendous upside for him. And hopefully he can take advantage of that, keep working at his game, and he might be a real problem down the line.
That pass is kicked by Teddy Allen, picked up by DeJuan Jones. Pull-up jumper shallow, slips off the rim. Warren the rebound, and a lot of body there for Mike Peak. Warren is relentless. He is listed 6'6", 240. I don't think he's 6'6", but he really gets after it down low.
He does. He's in there with the big guys, double pump fake. I mean, Permian Basin plays hard. That's what they've shown this whole game, is they play hard.
Warren 11 for 19 this year on free throws. Another guy who came over with head coach Kyle Tolan from Arkansas Monticello. 7 transfers from 1 school. And they have 6 players in the roster with Division I experience. Their 3 losses this year have been by 8 combined points, 2 of them by only 1. Rebound for Henry. Mike Peak travels. Chris Jan says no. Does not agree with that call. It's a new crew tonight. Tom Nally, Klaus Endrasat, and Johnny Harrington. 3 relatively new officials to the Pan Am Center. I don't think we've seen any of these 3 guys the last couple of years. Warren down low. He took some extra steps. Might be good in the NBA, Joe. Might be. Definitely not good in the college game.
I like the move. I like the move. Just one extra step.
Yeah.
He got the 2 feet on the hop step, and then I think you could take 1 more after that and lay it up. He took 2.
I think he saw Will McNair sneaking up on him. 6'10", 277. That'll alarm anybody. Peak squares up on Godwin. A-Lock is back in, came in for Will. Corner 3, Peak. Bingo. The Aggies would love to have Mike Peak find his 3-point shot consistently like he had it a year ago at Austin Peay. 46% three-point shooter a season ago for the Governors of Austin Peay. He was 6 for 18 coming into action tonight on trays. Extra pass goes to Craddock. Air ball. Rebound for Allen. That is his 6th. Starting to see that separation. Lob goes to UAT Ayla.
Great pass, great attack in transition. And like I said, the game is easy. The game is easy if you know how to play.
I want to start calling Teddy Allen the stat sheet stuffer. 14 points, 6 rebounds, 3 helpers. 3 is blocked by Peak. Allen lobs it ahead to him. Good catch by Mike. Right back to Teddy. Operates the baseline. Jams it one-handed. These have outscored the Falcons 19-6 in this half. Picking up the pressure now. Daniels will slide across midcourt for UT Permian Basin. Daniels only has 1 point in this half after scoring 17 in half one. There's Daniels with it.
And Teddy's been guarding him this whole second half, so he's really stepping up on defense as well.
The Aggies will take that shot. DeJuan Jones does not shoot it well from 3. And he airballs that one. He's 0 for 4 on triples. Allen a step back 3, too strong. Rebound for Jones. Shuffle handoff, transition 3. Daniels good. A crazy and wacky pandemic season. Miles Daniels trying to complete a 4-point play. And he is now 1 for 3 on free throws, 6 for 11 on threes. Figure that one out.
It's too close. I'm telling you, it's too
so.
close.
Daniels, a former Division I player at Jackson State. Mike Peak looking for Aylock. The ball finds him, back out to Peak. The 3 is no good. Warren collects the rebound. Peak now 1 for 4 from behind the arc.
And he's getting good shots. I don't think he's taking bad shots. Just another one of those guys trying to find their shooting rhythm.
Not a whole lot Rashawn Cotton could do. That was a big-time mismatch. Lemmy Howard is 6'8". Rashawn listed 6'1". UAT Aylock hands it off to Mike Peak. Williams swings it for Cotton. Aylock slips. Henry finds him. Turnaround jump hook is good. Such a skilled post player. UAT Aylock, 6'11" from New Zealand. He's had some big games this year, hasn't he? The UNM game, the UTEP game in particular. Jones still with it, fires it outside, contested 3 for Fry. And a foul is called on Aylock. Chris Jans wants him to rebound more. That's been the issue. He's great on offense, but he needs to rebound more, according to Chris Jans.
That's a good patient move. The ball move back and forth. They get it to Aylock on the block, and an easy jump hook. Those are moves that he works on, and that's what the shots they want to take.
Mike Peak read it all the way, slaps it back out towards midcourt. Howard to the wing for Daniels, got Henry in the air, steps back, good defense by Clayton Henry. 5 to shoot for DeJuan Jones. Steps back over Peak. He has just struggled with his shot, 2 for 9. He does have 7 helpers, but 2 for 9 for the field. Williams attacks. We've seen him do that more here today. He has made 2 two-pointers. He had none in the first 12 games. That might change the scouting report on LeVar Williams a little bit going forward.
Yeah, I think so. And then those twos that he gets to go in, those layups that he gets to go in, just make the game so much easier for him. Guys got to respect the drive. Then he gets open threes after that.
You've been part of this as a player. In those scouting reports you guys get from the coach that's doing the scout, I guarantee you for LeVar Williams, it is highlighted, circled, the whole 9 yards that he has not attempted a two-pointer before today.
Shooter, shooter, shooter. He's got 3 bullets under his name, and they all say shooter.
And it's pretty hard to get a shot off when you're labeled as that on the scouting report.
Exactly.
Cotton waits for the A-Lock ball screen. He'll pick and pop. In the corner, Williams gets a clean look. Bingo! There you go.
Cotton really created that. He tacked, kicked it to the corner, one more, open threes.
Williams has knocked down a couple after going 0 for 6 from deep on Saturday. There's a high rebound for A-Lock, and he stepped out of bounds on the baseline. Well, Christians will be okay with that. A-Lock grabbed it, just didn't know where he was on the floor.
Is this still that new court? It's smaller?
It might be.
The lines are pushed in just a little bit.
I feel like in the last week, there's been way more of that, where people are stepping out of bounds in weird spots on the floor. Falcons haven't scored in a little bit over 2 minutes. They curl Daniels, and he gets the bounce on the 3. Well, when you're shooting like this tonight, you'll get every single bounce. 7 made threes for Daniels. He now has 24.
Yeah, he's really shooting that ball with confidence. He missed a few, but he's gonna watch. He's gonna come off and come down the screen and come off something. He'll be ready to shoot that ball again.
Came in 46% from 3, had 42 makes in the first 11 games for the Falcons. You at A-Lock, by the way, now has 9 after the previous deuce on the other end. Kendall Fry attacks, floater short, and A-Lock collects his 6th rebound.
Good defense by Mike Peak. Just keep his hands up. It's just the size advantage.
Step back corner 3, way short for Williams. And I think he might be coming out here. Mario McKinney heads to the scorer's table.
Transfer guards that come from bigger schools. We have a couple of them, or transfers that come from bigger schools. So the WAC's going to be ready to go, and that's why these games are important for the Aggies to get going. So when conference hits, they'll be ready to go.
The Aggies will start league play at Seattle December 30th, and then come home a home game on January 1st on New Year's Day against Chicago State. And the Aggies have Lamar. C.J. Roberts, former Aggie guard, plays now for Lamar. He's been scoring a bunch for them. They've struggled, but he has scored a lot. Peak, post-to-post pass goes to you at A-Lock. Good find by Mike Peak.
Good pass, good jump stop. I like the jump stop. It's a lot easier to make decisions. Great bounce pass. Catch the ball, A-Lock going for and 1.
A-Lock and Will McNair will have a big challenge when the Aggies play Utah Valley. You mentioned Fardaw's AMAC, the big Canadian post player for Utah Valley, who was the WAC Player of the Year last year and has a lot of potential NBA hype around him. So the Aggie post players will be challenged those nights for sure.
Yeah, AMAC's good. AMAC's good. He's had some big games. I think he had a 20-20 game earlier this season. That's tough to do. I mean, of course, my guy Jamario Jones is going to get his 20-20 game as well, but AMAC's good.
He transformed his body similar to what Will McNair did. Will lost a lot of weight, got in really good shape, and AMAC did the same. He looks totally different this year. Plays pretty well in the arc. And Mark Matson's program, they defeated BYU, and BYU was ranked earlier this year. The WAC has done a lot. Tarleton has played an extremely difficult schedule again with their veteran head coach Billy Gillespie, Stephen F. Austin, and Kyle Keller. They always challenge themselves. They almost beat Kansas recently. So the league is deep, the league is good. Maybe the best it's been in quite some time, top to bottom. Aggies have won the WAC regular season 3 of the previous 4 years and 5 of the previous 7. And they have won 8 of the previous 11 WAC tourney titles. So they have a lot to live up to. The target is going to be on their back every night again. even with the new additions like Stephen F. Austin and Abilene Christian.
Yeah, those new teams that just joined the WAC, I guarantee you they'll know how many championships we've had in the history that this program has in the recent years. And like you said, a target on your back every night. And it's tough to play with that target on your back. All of a sudden, the guys don't normally make shots, and that's just how it works. That's how the universe works.
Only 4 to shoot. Does McNair know it? Hands it off to Teddy Bucket. Step back, contested 3. And Will tracks it down and saves it to Peak, who taps it right to Avery. That was pretty.
Great hustle by Will right there. Don't know if he would have done that a year ago.
Six and change left. The Aggie lead grows to 25. Avery bumps Jones, and he will shoot 2.
Look at Big Will. Look at Big Will. Great save. Heads up play by Mike Peak. Chichi Avery just in the right place at the right time on that one.
22 now for Chichi. I love the assist total too. The Aggies have 18 helpers as a team tonight. That's never an issue. They always share the basketball.
Right, we've talked about them oversharing the basketball before, so assists, Coach Jans has no problems with assists, I guarantee you that.
Going back to that WAC talk, a lot of talk in the preseason from Chris Jans and the other head coaches around the league was how good the coaches are around the league. It is a challenge every single night. There are some experienced, really good head coaches, both veteran head coaches and young head coaches around the league.
Yeah, so not only for these players it's going to be tough, it's going to be tough for Coach Jans and his staff. They're going to have to come with it every night on the scouting report as well.
Chichi Avery with it, gets a ball screen from Mike Peak. He hands it off to Mario McKinney Jr. Still scoreless in this game, but he's done a lot of things well. Allen wants a foul, and he'll get it. That's the 8th on the Falcons, so Teddy will shoot 1 in the bonus with 6 minutes left. Foul was on Jones. I think Teddy was telling Jones it wasn't on you. It should have been on somebody else.
I missed that. That's the little conversations that go on in between the game. I missed that about playing.
The game within the game.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how casual the conversation is. You know, what restaurants you like to eat at, and it's all nice talk. I'll tell you that.
So that's what Jamario Jones would always be talking about with the opposing players.
Yeah, it's all good stuff. It's all good stuff.
Never seen a player try to make somebody laugh or talk trash or just talk to the opposing team in a low-scoring, close game down the stretch in the final couple minutes. But Jamario Jones would do that all the time at the free throw line. Without fail.
That's just him being him. That's how he relaxes and plays the game. A lot of people don't like it, especially the other team doesn't like it, but when you have that on your team, you love it.
Never took it too serious. Step in 3 for Teddy Allen, short. Jumper is no good for Howard. About a 4-minute field goal drought now for the Falcons. And this game is starting to feel like the final 5 or 6 minutes from Saturday when things didn't look as pretty. Teddy Allen floats it in +1. It's hard to play down the stretch when the score is like this. The Aggies go ahead 74-49.
Teddy's body control around the basket is real good. Just keeps his eyes up and finishes at the basket just because he's just such a bigger guy.
Yep.
He's just such a bigger guy.
That bucket actually makes it 76-49 Aggies. 19 for Allen, matching his total from Saturday. And he adds 1 to it. He has 20. Likely done for the night. Another stat sheet stuffing game for Teddy Allen. 22 points, 6 rebounds, 2 helpers.
And these last two games against Northern and here tonight against UTPB, they did what they were supposed to do for Teddy Allen. He's got a smile on his face. You know, he's holding his head high. That's the kind of confidence that you want him to have going into conference.
Good find by Mario McKinney. A-Lock lost it, gets it back. Out of the key entry, stolen by Craddock, and it was blocked by McKinney. They're going to call goaltending on Mario. He got up high again. Did that earlier in half one. No easy buckets in transition when Mario McKinney's chasing you down.
Yeah, he's going to go get that. He's going to go get that ball. I like the pace he's playing with right now. He's making good passes. They're going to set the high screen for him, and he's just got to attack downhill.
The Aggies have outscored the Falcons 37-19 here in this half. McKinney knifes in the lane. Low post feed goes to A-Lock. Offensive rebound, Avery pulls it out for a triple. A-Lock tips it, trying to tip it to himself, and it's grabbed by Miles Daniels for UT Permian Basin.
There he is, find your shooters.
Daniels again, barely grazes the rim, stuck back in though by Fry. Chris Jantz won't allow that. Need to play until the final whistle. 77-53 after it was an 8-point Aggie lead at the halftime break. Henry a three, misses off the heel, and Fry taps it to Jones.
Yeah, Clayton just not quite there yet, but he's gonna find it. He'll find it.
But it was emergency only. Chris Jantz wanted to rest them again. Jabari Rice resting in street clothes. Donnie Tillman still unavailable due to injury. We still haven't seen the Aggies at their best, Joe. And when they get everybody back, when Donnie is healthy again, when Clayton gets his legs under him, this team could be one of Chris Jantz's best during his tenure.
And I think it's good that we haven't seen them at their best yet, because we haven't got to the games that matter the most. You want them to hit that final stride when you're towards the end of conference, going into the conference tournament. That's when you really want to be playing your best basketball.
You had A-Lock a jackhammer down the key. Typically, too, Joe, in years past, historically during the Chris Jantz era, they've been peaking in the final couple weeks of the season into the conference tournament. Even last year when they struggled, they were at their best down the stretch.
Yeah, and Coach Jantz knows that. He's been around the block a few times. He knows when it's important for his team to start peaking. And as we got to watch this one, A-Lock, look at the athleticism for the big guy. Well, like I'm saying, yeah, Jantz, he knows. And he knows he'll elevate his coaching as well when he knows it's time. And he does a great job of that and getting the guys ready to go towards the end.
He knows how to push all the right buttons, doesn't he? Better than anybody that I've seen, that I've been around consistently like this. He's better than anybody else at pushing the right buttons, knowing when to push, when to pull back, what to say, when to say it.
And that comes from his experience. He's, like I said, he's been around. He was coaching for that Wichita State team that went undefeated and had a deep run. He's been there before, and so he has all the knowledge. It's up to the guys to just take that knowledge and run with it.
Chris Jantz in his 5th season really cut his teeth at the JUCO level. He has been successful everywhere he has been, both as a head coach and as an assistant. Walk-on Cameron Crawford comes in, 6'1" freshman from Kirtland, New Mexico. He's only played in 2 games. He did play on Saturday, played 3 minutes. Made his only shot attempt from 3 in his 4 minutes of action in his first game this year back on November 24th against Highlands. Let's see if Crawford can hoist one here in the final 2:35. Special shout out to all the walk-ons when Cameron Crawford comes in. I'm sure Bryce Rewald and Tennessee Owens are watching. Crawford collects it. This will get the fans back into it, Joe.
Yeah, I remember that one, that familiar sound. Let's see if we can get him a shot right here. He might want more.
Crawford on the left wing. They look for him. Looking for a sidestep 3, it wasn't there. Give the fans what they want. Henry for three. That's good. He'll take that. That's a really good sign for Clayton Henry.
Got a little smile on his face now. See, that's what that kind of shot does for a guy that's been struggling. And a guy that hasn't been struggling right there.
Timeout is called to get subs in for the Falcons. That is 8 threes for Daniels. You and I were talking off the break earlier. He's a Division I player, or at least it seems like it, how well he's played tonight.
Yeah, he's not phased going on the road, playing here in Las Cruces. He does what he does, and he's going to shoot the ball. Just you could tell by his demeanor and his body language, he's been here before.
Final minute 40. Keep an eye on 20 and white in the near corner. Cameron Crawford, the walk-on. Henry outside for Cotton. Step back three, same spot as Henry's triple. Henry grabs the offensive rebound. Williams dumps it off for Aylock. Couple extra passes, they could find Crawford. Cotton for three, no good. Crawford fighting for the rebound. And it's grabbed by the Falcons and Drew Crippen. Pass is deflected out of bounds by Williams. It will stay with UTPB. Bryson Moorhead comes in for the Falcons, a former walk-on at Arkansas, another guy with Division I experience, number 34 in black. Miles Daniels, by the way, tied his season high in points with 27, 8 threes. Put on a show for the Falcons. Here's Brandon Burrell. Corner three is short. Grabbed by Burrell. Three swirls off. Crawford with the box out, and it's going to be Aggie ball with 33 seconds left. So the Aggies will accomplish what they wanted to accomplish, get a lot of guys some minutes, rest some of their starters, and still win by a wide margin after winning by 33 Saturday. They lead by 27 right here.
Have one more chance right here before the shot clock goes down.
Cotton was looking for Crawford. It's stolen by Moorhead. Layup is a good one for Quintez Grimes, a high arcing lay-in, and that will do it. Final score 84-59.